Drive Home Show. Everybody, hey, it's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. Hang on. We got Joe. I don't know how to back out of the parking spot when there's a car coming. Guy. It's 407. She's real heaven. My 407. Get up. 407. Hey guys, welcome. We're exiting the parking lot. Oh, what was that? It's overcast and kind of rainy. Little bits of raindrops falling. Just very lightly sprinkling. I think we'll get the Twins game in today. But you never know. It could rain more later, but according to my weather app, it's not supposed to rain anymore after now. Let me yawn and stretch my mouth out because I gotta be doing a lot of talking. 61 degrees. The AC is off. I ran yesterday. It was. Did you listen to yesterday's program? Did you listen? I said it was like, or Siri told me it was like 39. The dew point was 39. That's like unhumid. It's like the most unhumid ever. Hang on, I've got to make this turn. We've got all these cars coming. Oh crap! These big, stupid, ugly trucks are getting ahead of me, and now they're gonna hold me up on the merge. They're gonna hold me up on the merge. They're gonna two big long trucks turned ahead of me, and they're going north on 494, which will change in a 694. As soon as we cross over 94, we're backed up to the light. What is this guy doing? What are you doing? You can't do that. Some idiot. Well, I'm not supposed to say that. Some person who was misguided, didn't know this construction thing. He turned from the wrong lane, and then he's like trying to go alongside of these trucks when we're all doing the correct thing, and we're backed all the way up to the light. Anyway, we'll get on there. We'll get on the freeway, in a momentarily. And then once we get on there, it should be good. It should be smooth sailing. We'll see. No, that doesn't help, lady. This is all one lane. I don't know what you think you're gonna do going that way. We're all merging into one lane. Today, let's see what happened today, boys and girls. I watched the vlog. I watched the Drive Home Show from April 30th, 2018. April 30th, that's when we did the video. Oh, no. Well, I guess, I'm going to stare at you. Did the video edition of the Drive Home Show from April 30th. We talked about the baseball caps, and the logos on the caps. That was interesting. I didn't have any of the sound effects, and you could tell I was in need of a sound effects machine. I'm kind of agitated right now because there are people trying to make 2 lanes on this ramp, and there's only room enough for one one lane, and people creeping up, trying to get ahead of me and junk. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm really agitated now. Some idiot truck behind me cut over into the other lane. Maybe he was cutting off the person in the left. I don't know. But yeah, we'll all get on the freeway in due time. Just knock it off. Yeah, it looks like he's cutting off the person that was in the left lane. He let me go, and he's like holding him way back. So yeah, that's interesting. The guy honked at him. I don't know if the mic picked that up. But we'll all get on. It's just a little bit of a snafu, a little bit of a delay, and then once we get on, we'll be fine. 60 degrees now, 413. Let me tell you about my run. I'll tell you about my run once we get going here. This is all just going to be preliminary crap until we get merged onto the freeway. I'm tired. I was dozing off. I was like fighting sleep in the afternoon here at work. Yeah, I was like really getting drowsy. But now I'm fine. Now I'm awake. Try to keep myself awake. I watched video clips of news bloopers, and normally it's like I've seen all these news bloopers. There's nothing new, just people saying the wrong words, tripping over their words, or getting tongue-tied, or cracking up. Yeah, but these were newer ones. Or they were actually older ones, to be honest with you. They were from the 80s and 90s, but they're still funny. They're still funny. And so, a couple of them made me crack up. I'm gonna try to get over here. Let's see what this... There we go. Now we're merged on. Alright, so, if you listen to yesterday's program, you heard it was like 70, wasn't it like 80 degrees, but I went down to 77. But I asked Siri what is the dew point, and she said 39 degrees. So I'm like, that is so unhumid. That is so not humid. That is like the antithesis of humidity. And so I was like, I have to run, even though we were gonna go meet. We're gonna meet my sister, and my other sister, my Aunt Dan, and my brother. We're all gonna meet at the Granite City. I'm going over here now. So it would have been a good excuse to say, well, no, I'm not gonna run today because we're going out to dinner. But in honesty, dinner wasn't until 7:30, and I was like 4, you know. So I'm like, I had plenty of time to go run, and then run in this unhumidity. And so I tested it out, like, because I haven't been doing all that good performances running lately. So I said, well, this is my chance to prove that it was the humidity that was causing it. But it wasn't. It wasn't. I did run the 3 miles nonstop. Well, let me check that. I started running, and then my had headphones on, and it started playing the ringtones, you know. And then my phone started buzzing in my pocket, and I'm like, it kind of just felt like, who's this calling me? So I just kept running, and then it stopped. was I trying to press buttons? Anyway, it distracted me. And then the music didn't come back on. I tried to keep running through it. Music didn't come back on. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I stopped, checked my phone, and my phone was like still ringing. I just silenced the ringer part, but it was still ringing. It was like one of those calls that from somebody you don't know. It was a number in St. Cloud. So then I just rejected the call, denied the call, whatever. And so I lost some time there. I was going about at that point in time, I was still going like 7.1 miles per hour. Just finished a quarter mile. But by the time that fiasco completed, I kind of stopped and I walked and I was checking my phone and I didn't realize I never paused the run keeper, I'm like, what is going on with my phone? Who's calling? Like, it's probably 10 seconds where it was recording me running, but I wasn't running. So by the time I got back running again, then my speed was down to like 6.9 miles per hour. And I was trying to run. Get back to a good pace, and I never really did. So, having said all that, ended up being like 6.62 miles per hour, which is, it's okay. It's not great. It's certainly not what I would have expected for the no humidity. But once I ran the full 3 miles after that without stopping. So that was a big step. I actually did kind of get a little tired. Kind of wanted to stop and walk, but I was like, no, we can do this. So I finished without stopping running. But it wasn't a very good speed. So now it's overcast. Not sure if I'm going to run today. I need to. I did get up this morning and I did the metabolic aftershock, and I did 10 minutes of the stairs. I actually felt pretty strong on the stairs. And then I still had 6 minutes left. So I did a 5-minute walk on the treadmill at 3.7 miles per hour. So I did work out this morning. But I need to get my body get my body used to running more than every other day. I don't feel really strong running this last few days. My joints kind of feel a little bit sore, or I don't know. I think I need some glucosamine and chondroitin. We're on the Pine Springs Montevideo curve right now, everybody. 421. Oh yeah, once we got merged, things were fine. Once we got merged on the freeway, it's just a little bit slower of a merge. I don't think it's worth going another route. I think Billy went radio drive to 294 to 694 yesterday, and he said it was long lights. Took him forever to get to 94. Sitting at the lights a long time and stuff. I think this is still the quickest way. Just got to put up with some inconveniences of merging. Twins did not play yesterday. They had a day off. I think we'll get the game in today. The road here is dry. I think the rain is done. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. I need something to run in. stinky as we speak. I listened to the Drive Home show from March 26th this morning, and this one was when I started the show outside walking to the car. That was a little bit different. That was a little bit funny, because I'm like talking all quiet, like singing, you know you can't go on, you can't, nothing's wrong, all kind of quiet. And then I'm like, welcome to the Drive Home show. And then, but then there was wind blowing, so it was like, so that was a little bit different. That, I'll be honest, the content of that Drive Home show is pretty much talking about Nerf ball. The whole show. The whole show was like talking about Nerf ball. It started when I picked up a song on the radios, and it was "You're still the same, baby, baby, still the same." You were quicker than they thought. You were quicker than they thought. You just turned your back and walked, but you're still the same. Thought about you yesterday. And so then I was like, this song reminds me of Nerf ball. And then I just went on this 45-minute rampage. That's not the right word, but this 45-minute elaboration about Nerf ball. And that was not even my intention. But that kind of reminded me about last night. We met Janine and Ruth Ann at the Granite City in Roseville. Paulita came and Paula came, and Steve and Kim were there, and Jackie and Mike were there. And we talked. Sometimes one person had the attention of the entire table. Other times there were small little group conversations going on. It was nice. We basically closed the place down. We didn't realize the passage of time. I think we left around 11. But we noticed that there's nobody else in the restaurant. There was nobody. We were the only ones in the restaurant. And then we're like, kind of got darker in the place. And we're like, well, what's going on? They closing? And then we look, the kitchen is like completely dark. They closed down the kitchen. We're like, oh, we should get out of here, you know. But we were talking a lot about living on Clark Street. It's 426, by the way. We're on the 35E and 694 Commons, where we got 5 luxurious lanes of traffic to choose from. I am always in lane 2. But we talked about living at 2015 Clark Street, and how, and then basically having to live in Breckenridge for 6 months, and we told our stories about that. 61 degrees right now. I think I should go running. It's kind of nice and cool. I don't know the humidity, but I think I need to run. But no, we talked about how we woke up one morning. We were telling basically Janine and Ruth Ann, and you know, Ruth Ann said, I never knew this happened. But like we woke up one Saturday morning, going and expecting to watch cartoons, and all the furniture was in the living room. Everything except our beds. I guess they're the back part of our beds. That was it. Gosh dang it. No, all the furniture was up piled in the living room, and we're we didn't know for how long, and I heard Steve's take on it. I heard Jackie's take on it. I think the whole talk kind of started when Steve, well, they were talking about how Grandpa would let Jackie do whatever she wanted in Breckenridge. So we kind of expounded on all that and how we ended up going there, and how we didn't want to participate in school because we felt like, no, we don't belong here. Steve shared those sentiments. I have always had those sentiments. For you guys listeners out there, like I would not take the bus home from Breckenridge School because only one bus went into Breckenridge. The other buses all went to farms. And I did not want to get on the wrong bus by mistake and end up on some farm and not know where I was. So I was like, forget it, I'll just walk home. Hey, freeway time to 35W, 4 minutes and 12 minutes. That's a pretty good time. 4 minutes, 4:29 right now. So we should be able to get there for 4:33. We'll see if we can get there by 4:33. Not too pleased with the 12, but hey, it's not too bad, right? I'm gonna go to the store, get a few things. But yeah, so I would just walk home because I knew, like, I was in control of that. I didn't know exactly the way, but I knew I could get home, and I did. And Steve did the same thing. I believe he got out before me. I believe he did. So he had the same thinking. He didn't want to ride that bus. So when we ended up mostly running home, because running was faster than walking, and we ended up getting in really good shape doing that. We'd run home in 20 below, wind chill. Winter, the river, the Otter Tail River would freeze over, and we'd walk over the river and take shortcuts. Coming to the slowdown, we got past Lexington. No, that was Snelling. We got past Snelling before the slowdown, so that's pretty good. 4:31. We're coming up to the merge point here. I think we can make the 4:33. I think we can if we. Oh, we're slowing down a little bit more here. We'll see. See if we can pick it back up here. But then come springtime, me and Steve and I were like in super good running condition. And then the Breckenridge schools, weather got nicer. They had track and field outdoor in gym class, and basically I just left everybody in the dust. Somebody said I looked like the Bionic Man, Steve Austin. I was like passing people like they were going backwards, and I was just in sprints. I just went off way out in front of everybody, and then in long distance runs I just went off way out in front of everybody, and we're like, who is this guy? What the heck? He's amazing. So I don't remember the guy's name, the social studies teacher, he wanted me to join track because he was like the track coach. He saw me running in gym class, I guess, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting involved, not going to any track meets. I'm not supposed to be here. I could be gone. We could be going home next week. I don't know. I'm not doing track. And he got mad. Okay, crap. A big piece of crap. I'm trying to merge over, trying to find a place to going in the right lane, but they're not even moving, and I don't want to get stuck in the left lane. It's 4:33 right now. We got like a quarter of a mile. Okay, I'm gonna try right here. There's a little opening here. I'm behind a big, fat, ugly truck that's carrying rafters. I'm hoping he will. I don't know. As soon as we get to that 35W, there's an extra lane, so that's what I'm planning on, is getting in the extra lane and zipping by it. This truck is swaying in the wind. 4:33, we're almost there. Let's see what he does. I'm going to do the opposite. Alright. Here we go. We did it. 4:33. Made it in 4 minutes. Flying by the rafter truck now. So yeah, Steve and I both had the same kind of sentiments. When he said, "I'm not talking to anybody, I'm not making any friends," because he didn't want to be there. He didn't feel. But then he said it was a really best thing for him, because like he talked about Grandpa saying, "You're going to catechism classes." He's like, "No, I'm not. I don't want to go to no stupid catechism, whatever." But he said it ended up being good for him, and I concur, because I would share. I don't know. I haven't said this story on Drive Home Show. I know I'm getting monotone and boring. I apologize for that. But right before we ended up going there to Breckenridge, Todd and I kind of got in an argument, because he said there was no God, and that offended me. Like, yes, there is. Yes, there is. And I said something like, if there's no God, then how did we get here? We're just a bunch of bones and flesh. Like, how did we get here? If there's no God that created us, how did we get here? And his reply was, if there is a God, how did he get there? And I was like, I don't know. So I didn't have an answer. So then shortly thereafter, then that's when we were evicted and we went to Breckenridge. And I have to say that I got really close to the Lord, or in my own way. I mean, I felt his presence. I was a baby. I mean, I always believed in Jesus. I can't say I was quote unquote saved. I didn't know what that was. But I believed in Jesus. And I believed in God. And I still do. And I felt his presence. I felt him when I prayed. And I felt like I got a lot of answers that I didn't know. Got a buzz on my phone. Pauline is texting me, "Are you going to the store?" Yes. There's a rafter truck again trying to pass me. Oh, no, Mr. Rafter Truck. He's going to pass me because I can't go anywhere because the traffic in my lane is backed up. Just not going to let Mr. Rafter Truck cut in front of me. There we go, passing him again. So then I felt like I had answers after this 6-7 months in Breckenridge. And then Todd ended up getting saved at the Lutheran church, or the church that he was going to. So it's all good. It's all good. We're still best friends. He's coming Friday. Today's Tuesday. He's coming this Friday to go to the Twins game. To get off the freeway here at University Avenue. As soon as I can move over, there's people merging on from the merging lane. I'm gonna see. This is what pisses me off. Jerks going on the cotton picking shoulder. Still want to talk about stupid drivers, but it angers me. Yeah, this idiot. Not supposed to say that, but he was. Alright, we're getting close to the store here. It's going to be it for the drive home show. I'm going to text, I'll leave a text and ask if I'm going to the store. So I'm going to tell her, yes, I am. I'm going to keep it recording. Yes, I am. Alright. Car in front of me has a twin sticker and a wild sticker on the back of his car. It's a burnt sienna, a burnt orange, burnt umber Subaru Cross Trek. Probably texted, need Pam cooking spray. Alright, so I'm also gonna get like buns for some brats, because we got those 3 brats. Maybe if she ate some without buns, because that's carbs and stuff, but I'm just gonna get them anyway. We're gonna get drain unclogger. Stretching. I'm gonna get probably Cub Foods chicken and some broccoli and some another text and an orange juice. An orange juice. 4:41. We're just waiting at the light on 57th to turn and to go to the grocery store. I'll probably run, and I hope that they get the Twins game in. Let me take a look at the weather. We might be turning pretty quick here, but let's see if I can pull up the weather app. Okay, we're moving. Yeah, it should not be raining anymore tonight, so we should get the Twins game in. So tomorrow's show, I'll tell you about my run and the Twins game and all that stuff. I could tell you that Jorge Polanco is leading the votes for the All-Star shortstop, and CJ Cron is in the top 3, and Nelson Cruz is in the top couple, and I think Eddie Rosario is, 3 outfielders get picked, and he's not in the top 3, but he's like in the top 6. So, and then there's one other Twin that was in there in the running. Oh, Jason Castro is the catcher. He's in running for catchers. So that's going to do it. We're pulling up to this parking lot here. Yep, so that's keep your feet in the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to drive home safe, everybody.